Hi, I'm Dr. Barbara Grossman. I'm an individual marriage and family counselor. I've been doing this for 35 years. And together with my husband, Dr. Michael Grossman, we've been teaching a relationship class for partners called Falling in Love Forever, which is a 5-session course, 4 sessions in our office and a 5th session in a dance studio. We're here today to talk about man-woman relationships. And we want to address the problem, what happens when my partner doesn't listen to me. And we have some tips for you. So the first thing is that if you find yourself trying to talk to your partner and your partner's not listening to you, we coach you to take responsibility for how you speak. Probably your approach is not effective. So we suggest that you look to share your feelings, feelings that are vulnerable feelings, soft feelings, and you might need to first start by asking if this is a good time to chat, and making sure the time works for your partner, and then beginning to share your feelings and having already an idea in your mind about what requests you have that will make your concerns be more comfortable for you and help you resolve them. If you continue to have resistance for a conversation, it's quite possible that your partner has their own feelings and obstacles to listen to because your partner's filled with feelings too, in which case you want to negotiate what the conditions are that would make it comfortable for both of you to share your feelings. And by the way, we teach couples how to do this. We actually have a skills program where we teach couples how to share effectively, how to help you grow in understanding each other, and how to actually understand yourself better so that you can present yourself in a way that's very comfortable.
Now, don't think that good sharing means that your partner will agree with you and that if they're really listening, then they will just say, oh, you're absolutely right. I am going to change the way I see the world. It's not going to happen. Because in a man-woman relationship, you have 2 different types of people, 2 different brain structures, 2 different hormonal patterns. And the way you see the world is different from each other. So when you have good sharing, all you're going to come away with is, wow, you see the world really differently than I see it. That's good sharing. So don't expect them to agree with you. But if you can share in such a way that you understand the differences and how you perceive the world and experience the world from your partner, and then your partner says, it would really help me if you did this or behaved that way or said this thing, then there's lots of possibilities there. But that's a whole different type of sharing than just thinking that, oh, they're an idiot. They should see the way I experience the world, and that should be the only way there is.
So when you have a conversation where you share like that, you can begin to see how each of you can win with each other. You can each give each other some or most of what they want and have life work for both of you together. And in that way, over time, you weave your life together in a beautiful way where you're both comfortable and you each feel respected, and you partner in life and you take on challenges with mutual respect.
And when you're sharing, as Dr. Barber was describing, good sharing means not being angry at each other and blaming, but rather sharing your hurts, your sadnesses, your disappointments, and to share it early before there's a big dramatic upset. Because when you're sharing your anger, a big emotional volcano, that's not so helpful. That just creates a lot of arguing, a lot of smoke, and it doesn't really get to the underlying feelings that are valuable to share. So when there is an upset, the earlier you can share it before it becomes really big, the better it is. You don't have to wait till it's an overwhelming process. It's better to share it in the early stages, and that's what we teach in our class. We have a whole process by which we do that.
So if you're not used to sharing, or if you haven't shared in a long time, you're looking to set a new pattern for how to share, and it may be a little awkward at first or confusing. And we're happy to help you learn how to do that. And it starts with personal reflection. Why do I feel so uncomfortable? Why am I so steamed? And you want to know yourself what not just the softer feelings that that Dr. Grossman's talking about, but you also want to know perhaps how this is a vulnerable place for you, how it might fit in with other hurts you've had in your life that have nothing to do with your partner, so that your partner can feel some kind of compassion for you, and it grows a willingness to extend themselves to support you. It's much more effective than blaming or shaming.
So those are our thoughts for today, and we're happy to have you go on our website, themarriagemap.com, or to go directly to the link fallinglovesecrets.com, where you can actually look at the next class we're going to have, which will be a series of 2-hour classes. A lot of fun. You can do it in person or online. And we share a lot of personal stuff, and we really help couples to have much greater intimacy and love and affection for each other, because they're able to go through that stuff that's in the way, that is collected. And we want you to get to a place where you feel intimate to your partner, more intimate to your partner than anyone else in the world. You feel like you're in love with them, just like you were when you first were courting. You feel like your heart is expanded to them, that there's nothing you want more than to make them happy. And that means you're willing to change your behaviors because it just makes them happy. And they feel that way about you. They don't see the world the same way you do. You don't see the world the same way they do, but you just want to make them happy because they like it that way, and they want to make it the way you just like it that way. And that creates passion and romance, just like when you were courting. And you can get back to that, I promise you.
And paradoxically, working and developing your relationship develops you as individuals. So you grow and advance in your life in all dimensions. And we're here wishing you love, happy to support your relationship.
Thanks so much. Look forward to speaking to you next week.